Boys, girls, and everyone else, welcome back to another Destiny Rising video. In this one, well, I want to talk about how you can obtain Jaren Ward's best shotgun. I talked about what the shotgun was in my last video and how it was the best and why it was the best, but I didn't fully explain how and where to obtain it because it is not as transparent as you might think, and a lot of you are new to the game that I've noticed in my comment section asking how do you get this weapon. So those of you that are experts might already know the answer to this, but if I missed something out, if you are an expert, please watch it all the way through and then leave a comment. If I did leave something out, I will pin the comment so that way everyone else can see it. But I actually got this question quite a bit in my comment section of the last video. So let's jump straight into it, talk about how do you get his best in slot shotgun for Jaren Ward and what are the best god rolls. So let's talk about it. Now that Jaren Ward's been out for a little bit, we have a little bit more information and a little bit more flexibility in understanding his skill set, his shortcomings, and everything in between. But when we talk about, the meta, first off, the last word is still, I'm in love with it. I've heard rumblings that the old perfect people are testing. I haven't tested yet. I don't have that high level of, call it confidence in the weapon being good, but maybe I'm wrong. Now, I did already talk about how Eternal Retribution is the number 2 option for Jaren Ward, and this is the best god tier rolls for the traits and perks. But, of course, the god tier weapon is going to be the Thermo. The Thermo is going to be just the godsend, doing the most damage. And yes, it is double solar, excuse me, but it packs a pretty powerful punch. And in terms of the best god trait rolls, and I know I've had videos in the past where people corrected me. Yes, in almost most cases, you don't want to trust these thumbs up because it will misguide you. This is one of those weapons where it's actually that is the best. So after doing some testing, these two, the 2 thumbed up ones. I'm not even trying to butcher it again. If you guys have been on my Twitch live streams, you know that I am well known for butchering names and just not being able to articulate words half the time. Something's wrong with me deep down. Maybe I was dropped. Maybe my dad left. Oh shit, he did. Anyway, moving on. So these are the 2 those are going to be your best god rolls. Don't think much past that. That's going to be it for you. In terms of where to obtain it, and that's the real bread and butter of this video. And again, I'm not going to draw it out super long. You can of course go to the sources and it'll show you all the different places. But I think that people are not reading enough because while it does tell you where to get it, they're seeing the weapon random engram, right? And that's actually not how you get it. You have to really read like the full sentence where it says Gauntlet 3, because if you go over to synthesize, you can't just use a normal weapon, mythic weapon engram. Now, if you guys aren't aware, you can actually just click on this and you can see the weapons that you can get. And you're gonna notice that it's not in there, all right? So it's not in the normal weapon pool like you would normally get. So no, you can't just pop out hundreds of these, for 100, whatever, 1 for 100. Instead, you have to go to this one over here, which is the Mythic Weapon Engram Gauntlet Blitz Season 2. So this is the one where you're capped on how many you can pull for on a weekly basis, up to 20. And this is the ones you can select. You can get 10 more that are a lot cheaper, but they're random. You can see it here. And again, you can go into the picture and see what the pool is going to be. So again, a 1 in 6 chance, but it does cost, almost just over 25% of what the regular one does, the selector. So again, these are the 2, I would quote unquote main sources. These are the sources you're going to get them from. But yeah, so that's going to be where you're going to want to get it from. So there's that. So it's in that one. It's right there, Thermo. And then of course it's in this one. You can pick it out and it's Thermo. So there's that option. Okay. But there's actually other ways as well. If you go over to, let's go to the exchange shop. First things first is if you're not doing your shifting gates once a week, you can actually run it for free for one time, and you get 25, which is enough for the weekly pull of your Thermo. Now, yes, this is only one pull, but again, if you're really trying to get the best weapons available for Jaren Ward, once a week pull, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a grind. Like if you didn't have the weapon parameters saved up, the mythic weapon parameters saved up, then yeah, you're gonna be in a situation. Now, I for one just got done basically fully working out my my Gwen, so she had a bunch of different options for her for solar. So yeah, like I got some work to do on my end. You can see I wanted all the different options. So she has an arc option for spread. She has a fire option for spread, and then I basically have spread covered. At least that was the logic I applied to that. But now, with that being said, getting all those god rolls, I'm now at the point where for Jaren Ward, well, I don't have the ability of just farming all of these. I don't have just a plethora of these mythic weapon mods available for me, or mythic weapon engrams available to just do this. Now the other way, we talked about Shifting Gates vendor. We talked about the Gauntlet 3. Again, it is the Gauntlet 3. You want to make sure, or the Season 2, choice one. So those two, but you can also do Blitz. So if you really, really wanted to farm Blitz, you're going to get guaranteed to get one every single time. And here's the pull, right? So like you can. Nope, it's a 15% chance. Right? It's actually not in this one. It's because it's not in this Blitz. It's in, oh, it's random. Oh no. Let's see, where do I find this? Well, that's misleading, isn't it? Interesting. Does not give you the warm and fuzzy if it brings you here, but you can't even do it. So the idea is that it has to be the new blitzes. That's what you have to get it from. So, yikes. Yeah, that's a whoopsie daisy, huh? So, I mean, this makes it seem like it's not in the drops, and that's because I'm assuming it's because it was in a limited drop. So maybe that's what they were looking at here. But I mean, you can get it from this. If you get the engram that drops from it, then you can do it. So it's farmable. Yes, it costs you pinnacle. If you did the non-pinnacle version, it's a 34% chance of getting it instead of a guaranteed. And when I say guaranteed, a 34% chance of a percent chance of getting one of these three, right? So again, it's going to be a bitch of a grind. If you do no pinnacle. So there's a lot of different ways of getting it, but it is worth the time. Like there's enough data out there now after a few days that we know for sure this is the go-to secondary. But again, I'm using the Eternal Retribution because I already had it built out for my Gwyn. And I already had the God rolls, I already had the mythic mods or exotic mods, excuse me. So I feel really good. I'm using it, I'm grinding, but yeah, I'm definitely working towards this bad boy. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Again, if you're one of the people that have used the Old Perfect and have had success with it and feel like it's outdoing the Last Word, let me know. Because again, I've heard rumblings about this. I haven't tested it myself. Maybe I will, but if enough people confirm it, I just want to make sure I'm not getting trolled. I don't want to like invest the materials and be like, oh, it was just a joke. Fuck, So anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Just a quick little banger. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Jaren Ward. I do have a video coming out, if not tomorrow, the next day, that talks about how to do even more damage than we did originally with the original build that I gave you guys. Again, with time, we're going to continue to fine-tune his build, and we're just continuing to find different ways of adding more damage to him. So if you want to see that video, make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, hashtag Jaren Ward is so much fun to play with. I love his playstyle. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope to see you guys in the video soon. See you later. Bye.